mixing him in, and this will just ensure that my hook, you know, I mean, I ain't going to preach about the benefits of the stick. It's been written about and spoken about so many times now.
Yeah.
All I want this to do, you know, basically I'm going to make a nice stick, loads of attraction in this. I'm going to boost it with some of the meaty marine liquids.
Yeah.
It's got high levels of, you know, a lot in its makeup of liquid liver, as we know, a fantastic attractor, something that you just can't overdo. I'll be using quite a bit of this in here. I want a strong food signal.
Yeah.
These fish are coming through, they're big fish, as we know with the heat, they spawned in the last week.
Yeah.
They're still very big fish out there, but I want them to be attracted. I want aggressively, if you like, people have used that word a lot. I want to aggressively pull them down to the hook bait, you know, I don't want them passing it by. So I'll be using a bit more liquid, but basically I'll add the liquid. I'm very liberal with it. Again, like I said, it's not something you can overdo. I'm a big fan of it.
So that doesn't break the PVA down then, I don't know.
No, it won't affect the PVA. There's no water in that at all. So as you can see now, that's already darkening up nice, looking much more like the part. Now obviously that's still altogether very mushy.
Yeah.
That's nice. I want something to force it apart. Normally I'd use a pellet, as pellet soaks in water will help push the mix apart, but we haven't got that. What we've got instead, I've got some hemp. So I'll mix a handful of that in. So that's pretty much my mix. It's quite stodgy. I could spod that as well as use it in my stick. Always need a nice firm base.
You like to compress it quite tight then?
I do, yeah. I mean, this isn't so critical here. You know, it's in England the compression and everything else has got a lot to do with the way it melts down around the hook link.
Yeah.
You know, presentations, everything.
Yeah.
Here, like I said, you know, God, it's hot.
These
fish are coming through. That's still nice. It's quite a dense mix, this.
Yeah.
It's actually turned out to be a little bit pasty, if you like, but I haven't got a problem with that. We're in shallow, very warm water. This will break down very quickly once on the bottom. Your classic little stick.
That's nice, isn't it? Really tidy.
Long bait and needle. Feed it through, always away from the knots.
Yeah.
Because even in warm water, the knots do tend to grab, causing clogging of the PVA. Thread it down onto the hook link like that. Ease the hook into the ends. Obviously the hook's completely protected. There's a little bit of bottom debris out there, not a lot. Very, like I said, it's quite a clean shelf on the island margin. But there
it's nice to have that security.
Yeah,
it's
security, exactly. You know, if it's a fish, you know, like I said, I'm fishing here possibly for a 70-pounder.
Yeah.
The last thing I want it to come and do is to come in with a few fish either side of it, try to pick the hook bait up, get fouled by a little bit of bottom weed, a little bit of silkweed or something, drop it and go to the next thing, and a fish whips in and picks it up in its place. So I want everything perfect.
Yeah.
That gives a nice bit of casting weight. On the end, I just mount a single 15mm boilie.
I quite like using sticks like that as well when you are fishing tight to an island, because if you clip them leaves on the way in,
yeah, exactly.
you're not paranoid, are you, that you've caught anything? You just think, well,
yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, normally, yeah, it has a habit of whipping the hook bait off, doesn't it? You know, and this, you know, if the lead hits the bottom, that there's no way you've grabbed the leaf. It's perfect. There you go, simplicity itself. All ready to mount onto the rig that I'm using. Favourite IS rods. 15-pound TFG line straight through to a TFG clear leader.
Yeah.
This is a little green tint and a bit of silkweed on the bottom. I've coloured that slightly with one of the pens to disguise it slightly. Like I said, these are hard fish for carp and they are really big carp. So although you may think, well, you know, you don't need to be that fussy about camouflaging your end tackle, I'd rather not take the risk. So there you go, all ready to cast out.
Nice one.
Simple, easy, and I'm sure that'll get me a bite tonight.
not fighting very much. Well, a koi earlier, mind you, that did similar. Well, I was on a real big fast first run, but oh, hang on, he's suddenly woken up. It's another grass carp. Well, the grass carp has suddenly come on the feed. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Oh! Lost it. Look at it.
30-pound grass carp. Whoa. I'll just get it on the mat and do a little bit of film because it's a big one. It is a big one. Yeah, it's a big one. Oh, it's 40 pound. Getting on for it. Mate, that is big. Oh. It's a big old grass carp. It's Si! 42 and a half! Just look at it, like, that's a big grass carp. That is a big grass carp.
Just have to find Nick. I think he's going to wear this hat. I've heard of a 42 pounder.
It's a serpent, it was absolutely massive.
This is officially yours, your 42 pounder. Well
Very
done,
much.
mate.
I'll wear it with shame. I'll wear it like that so no one can see it's me.